My name is Alain Laurentzel and I'm the Chancellor for St. John Ambulance Canada. It is with great pleasure that I'm serving in this role during this most historic year, the 75th anniversary of the establishment of the Priory of Canada. Bonjour, mon nom est Alain Laurentzel. Je suis le chancelier de l'Ambulance Saint-Jean Canada. Et c'est avec grand plaisir que j'assume ce rôle en cette année historique, le 75e anniversaire de l'établissement du Prieuré du Canada. St. John Ambulance has been in Canada for over 130 years. Some of you may be wondering, what's so special about the 75th anniversary? Well, it wasn't until 1946 that St. John Ambulance Canada officially became one of only 11 priories globally. In fact, the Priory of Canada is now the second largest priory in the world, second only to England. This change in status to a priory was to recognize our voluntary contributions overseas during 2 world wars and for the provision of training in first aid and care provided not just to Canadians but in other countries. Volunteerism which continues to this day. You should know that we share this anniversary of the elevation of to a full priory status with 2 other priories in the world. Canada, New Zealand, and Australia each had their letters patent signed at St. John's Gate on September 16, 1946. On behalf of the Priory of Canada, I extend congratulations to our confrères and consœurs in New Zealand and Australia for their 75 years of outstanding leadership and service to many communities and to St. John in their great countries. Sachez que nous partageons cet anniversaire de l'élévation au statut de prieuré à part entière avec 2 autres prieurés dans le monde. Le Canada, la Nouvelle-Zélande et l'Australie ont chacun vu leur lettre patente signée à St. John's Gate le 16 septembre 1946. Au nom du Prieuré du Canada, je félicite nos confrères et nos consoeurs de la Nouvelle-Zélande et de l'Australie pour leurs 75 ans de dévouement et de service exceptionnels auprès de nombreuses communautés et de l'Ordre de Saint-Jean dans leur magnifique pays. Aujourd'hui au Canada, plus de 19 000 bénévoles de l'Ambulance Saint-Jean fournissent chaque année plus d'1 million d'heures de service dans leur communauté pour remplir sa mission, qui est de permettre aux Canadiens et Canadiennes d'améliorer leur santé, leur sécurité et leur qualité de vie au travail, à la maison et dans leurs loisirs. C'est à ces bénévoles de l'Ambulance Saint-Jean que nous disons merci. Thank you to our instructor trainers who train over 500,000 Canadians each year in first aid and CPR to save lives. To our medical first responders who provide first aid coverage at over 9,000 events each year, and to our therapy dog visitation teams who provide over 250,000 hours of comfort to anyone in need of emotional support in facilities such as hospitals, seniors' residences, schools, airports, and public events. Thank you to our youth members, our leaders now and in the future, full of ambition, energy, with new ideas on how to improve the reach and the impact of St. John in our communities with the young and the not so young. The pandemic has affected so many lives, organizations, and businesses. Just like during the World Wars, members of St. John and our volunteers stood up in all parts of Canada to face this formidable challenge. We are so very grateful and proud of the 2,000 amazing St. John volunteers who during the COVID pandemic provided over 100,000 hours of support to frontline workers in long-term care facilities, assessment centers, isolation centers, vaccination centers, distributing PPE, not just in cities, but as well in rural and remote northern regions. St. John also assisted Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada by supporting on an urgent basis quarantine sites for close to 500 Afghan refugees. More recently, our members responded in British Columbia to the unprecedented flooding that devastated communities across that province. In Abbotsford, Chilliwack, Kamloops, and other British Columbia communities, volunteers provided first aid support to those requiring temporary lodgings and coordinating with other agencies and healthcare partners to assist with the registration and identification of displaced people. Therapy dog teams were sent in visiting evacuation sites and providing comfort to those who had been displaced. And at the request of Fraser Health, our volunteers quickly mobilized and stood at the ready to transport dialysis patients in urgent need of treatment. Members of St. John Ambulance BC brigades deployed rapidly across disaster zones and put in long hours supporting emergency flood relief efforts and providing first aid and comfort to those in need. Thank you to all St. John councils from coast to coast to coast in this great country of ours for your tireless dedication. You did everything you could to support and assist frontline and essential services and workers, as well as local, provincial, and federal governments and healthcare authorities with whom St. John continues to work, now more closely than ever in over a century. This is not the time, though, to let our guards down. With the ever-changing provincial regulatory landscape on proof of vaccination requirements, and especially for higher-risk indoor settings, we are seeing more and more requests to provide only fully vaccinated MFRs, instructors, and volunteers, and requirements from our classroom rental providers that all users of their facilities have to be fully vaccinated. We continue to strongly encourage everyone who is able to be vaccinated and be prepared to show proof of vaccination for the protection not only of yourselves, but of those we serve. Ce n'est pas le temps de baisser nos gardes. Avec l'évolution constante de la réglementation provinciale et fédérale sur les exigences en matière de preuve de vaccination, en particulier pour les environnements intérieurs à haut risque, nous voyons de plus en plus de demandes pour nos premiers répondants médicaux, nos instructeurs et nos bénévoles qu'ils soient complètement vaccinés. Et plusieurs de nos fournisseurs de salles de classe exigent maintenant à tous les utilisateurs de leur site qu'ils soient entièrement vaccinés. Nous continuons à encourager fortement tous ceux qui le peuvent à se faire vacciner et à être prêts à présenter une preuve de vaccination complète pour la protection non seulement d'eux-mêmes, mais de ceux que nous servons. With this new Omicron variant, it is more than ever that we practice what we teach. Our volunteers and instructors must rest and do mental health self-awareness checks in between periods of service. To take care of others, we must take care of ourselves and be in the best caring frame of mind. Avec cette nouvelle variante, il est plus que jamais important que nous pratiquions ce que nous enseignons. Nos volontaires et instructeurs doivent aussi se reposer et faire des contrôles de santé mentale entre les périodes de service. Pour prendre soin des autres, nous devons prendre soin de nous-mêmes et être dans le meilleur état d'esprit possible. A special thank you to our governance members for your leadership, to our lieutenant governors and territorial commissioners across Canada who serve as vice priors, presiding over our life-saving awards for truly amazing Canadians, and the admission and promotion ceremonies honoring and recognizing remarkable volunteers into the Order of St. John. To our Governor General, Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Mary Simon, who proudly accepted admission and investiture as Prior of the Priory of Canada, and to our international St. John family. It means so much to all those connected in one way or another to St. John, Canada, our history of compassionate care and leadership, that you have joined us in celebrating the 75th anniversary. Finally, to our staff across Canada, your dedication and expertise cannot go unmentioned, as you are the glue that binds us together, making our training and community services possible each and every day. We could not do it without you. A heartfelt thank you. Aujourd'hui, ce n'est pas seulement la célébration du 75e anniversaire du Prieuré du Canada, c'est la célébration d'innombrables bénévoles et membres vraiment exceptionnels qui donnent généreusement de leur temps et leur talent. Ensemble, unis, au service des autres, toujours là quand les Canadiens et les Canadiennes ont besoin de nous, nous formons la grande famille canadienne de Saint-Jean. Today is not just the celebration of the 75th anniversary of the Priory of Canada, it's the celebration of countless, truly exceptional, selfless volunteers and members who, together in service to others make us one, united, trained, always there when you need us, great Canadian St. John family. Niniskamtin, miigwech, merci, and thank you.